relocated to Dyfrig's shed. Where his Space Marine lives. I almost said Stormtrooper again.
Oh, don't you can't believe it. Call the Space Marine a Stormtrooper. But anyway, this is my Space Marine. These are parts of my Space Marine. These are the pauldrons. These are my shoulders. There's a shoulder here with a Chaos Star in it. There's a shoulder with an Iron Warriors logo on it. And yeah, they're pretty big.
Or an actual hat that fits my head.
Or a hat that fits your head.
Sorry.
No, that's alright. But yeah, so I'll start from the basics. This is my Space Marine. It's really big. It's all EVA foam. So if anyone's wondering what EVA foam is, this is EVA foam. You get soft and it's got a tread bit like thing.
Stuff that kids fall on so they don't split their heads.
You've got it. You can put it on the floor of your garage, bits and bobs like that. You can work on your car on it and all that stuff, bits and bobs. But as for actual like how to do it and stuff, there's a lot to it. I knew nothing. I knew absolutely nothing when I started this. But luckily for me, I've got friends in the biz, I'd say, or who have done this. David Roth and Dave Damon. You probably know David Roth from Cardiff Film and Comic Con. He's the giant corn marine with the giant chain axe.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a photo of him stood next to the mystery machine, and he's so tall he could put his hand flat on the roof of the thing.
I think I've seen him about.
He's an absolute legend. Him and Dave Damon. I actually went down to Exeter to finish this before a con I had to go to, and we got it done. But when I brought it back, I had to paint it and everything. So all the painting you see is done by me in not a hurry. I took my time and everything, but it took a lot of nights. It was non-stop. I didn't have time for anything else. It would be work, home, Space Marine, work, home, Space Marine, sleep, work, home, Space Marine.
I guess you wanted to look weather-worn as well anyway. So.
I've done dry brushing, like you wouldn't believe. There's dry brushing all over it. But yeah, the first thing I'll show you simply, I'll show you the helmet. So here's my helmet. Now, if it wasn't for Dave Damon, I wouldn't have a helmet. We stayed up until 4 a.m. one night just making the helmet. I even did a live stream of me messing around with the helmet or whatever.
What's it made from, apart from the EVA foam? What's
just EVA foam. EVA foam. And inside are 2 lenses from a pair of glasses. Sunglasses even. And inside also there's some... I cut these out to breathe.
I imagine it's quite useful.
So if you want to... Since you haven't got any hair...
Ooh. Ooh. It's surprising how little I can see.
Yeah, it's really difficult to see. That's why we have people called spotters or friends. Basically, they walk in front of you and go, "Yeah, you're fine."
I pull my eyelids off.
There's no tiny children. Do you want to take glasses off and try?
Yeah, I want to take my glasses off. You've got a tinier head than me.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
I can't see a thing. But yeah, it's I wear that while I'm on stilts.
Prettier. You're much prettier.
Put it back on. No, I thought I'd go along with that. So before you say anything, yes, wrong trousers, Gromit. Wrong trousers, Gromit. Everyone says that. These are the big pair of trousers. These I wear. As you can see, the thighs are permanently on them, and there's the fabric to hide the rest of my leg. All of this was built, believe it or not, at a convention in Manchester called Play Expo. It was me, David Roth, and my friend Marcus Springle, and we went there with a hire van full of packs of EVA foam, glue gun with about 700 glue sticks or 500 glue sticks, something like that. We've used pretty much all of them almost. And every single Stanley knife and Stanley blade we could find. I walked into this convention with an explosives army crate, which is what I keep all my, I made sure the kids can't get into it. It's impossible to open, so kids can't open it. So I took that with me. Inside that was so many no-nos for cons. I had glue, I had spray paint, I had a hot glue gun, I had a heat gun, I had Stanley blades, I had knives, I had everything that you should not take to a convention. But because I was there as a guest and I think they were cool with it, they came over. I had to get everything pat tested to make sure the electricals and stuff were fine. There was a lot of hassle and stuff in the end, but to get them pat tested or whatever. But I got them sorted. I needed a heat gun and stuff like that so I could bend stuff or whatever. A lot of this was done at the end. This was done here. This was done here. These are, I have to give Dave Damon credit. These are purity seals, but obviously they're pretty much like impurity seals on a Chaos sort of marine. But they're 3D printed, and I sprayed them up and dry brushed them with Games Workshop paint. And these I made out of just regular paper and tea bags, and I just wrote some text that my friend Alfie helped me out with because I needed some funny text. And this was difficult to make, but again, thanks to David Roth and Dave Damon and Marcus Springle, we got them built. Do you guys want to try it on?
Yes.
Pop your head through that. You have to turn your head. There you go. Have you been working out? You've been working out. Yeah, cool, man. And then you just have to.
You just found the site, Gemma site rack, didn't you?
You move over this way a little bit so I can get the helmet on you. There you go.
I like how difficult that is to push onto your head.
I wanted to make sure it was snug as possible because when I move my head, I want to make sure it moves with me. Obviously, you can see his neck and stuff. That's why I've got this piece of fabric that goes in the middle and the balaclava, so you can't see anything. Also, this piece here blocks out the neck.
Hello, Mum.
Obviously, when it's on him, when it's actually on me, it's actually more back like that. It's actually more straighter because the trousers actually push this forward with the two tubes.
I feel like a UFO.
Hey, it's even more terrifying when you're about 9 foot tall. It's great because I'm 6'1", and the stilts, I'm not sure how tall they are, but I'm about 9 foot altogether.
Did you know how to walk on stilts before you built this?
Right. Do you want to know how it happened? It was, I'm building a space marine. I'm going to try to walk on stilts. that's genuinely how it went. It was, I'm going to try. When I first bought the stilts, they were painter stilts with just the thin foot on it. The foot's about that big, like that. It's black, and that's it. It's a piece of rubber with two little pieces of rubber on it. I couldn't walk on it. I was wobbling. I had to hold onto the side of the house. It was uncomfortable, dangerous. I shouldn't have been walking on them. That kind of thing. Should not. But when you build the stilts, David Roth has a really cool way of doing it, where it's a piece of foam, a piece of plywood cut properly. There are stencils and stuff out there. All the stencils, Peppercura, you can get them all online, including on the Warhammer Builders forum. I think you can still get them on there as well. A piece of plywood cut properly, another piece of foam cut the same size, and another piece of plywood, and then you nut and bolt the whole foot onto it. So that's where we get to these puppies.
What shoe size is that?
I think it's about Space Marine 120 and a half, but they don't do half sizes, so he's had to get 121. So, but no,
that's costly in Clark's.
This is my shin and my knee. Inside is a boot, permanently strapped in. I can't unstrap it, which I need to. I'm gonna get a pair of Velcro shoes, just really cheap kids, like not kids ones, but you know what I mean, like Velcro kids sort of shoes. I've also got a piece in there that I need to take off at some point to get the shin off. The shin comes completely off, so I can work on the boot and everything. But that's what the bottom of a Space Marine foot looks like. That's what's all nut and bolted in.
That's what many an enemy sees.
So the whole foot is actually just a little bit smaller than this, and it's actually that big. There's a video of me on the Iron Warrior cosplay page, on my page even, of me walking around with just the stilts. And
like
the
a giant
feet.
drunken baby.
I think it's just the feet, and it's like Daddy David Roth taking Dyfrig for his first steps, like that at the con. And I didn't fall; it was amazing. Then we got some bits more bits done. There's another one of me walking around. There's one of me holding David Roth's chain axe, also used to stabilize myself a little bit. But when you walk, it actually provides a really good. When you walk, you have to stomp. You can't mess around. You can't just like twiddle a little bit. I have been doing little steps to get used to it, but when I went to the convention I went to, it was Anime and Gaming Con, and I've forgotten where it was. It's really bad. I've forgotten where it was. Bristol Anime and Gaming Con I went to. That's the one. And I stomped around the suit, and because of a loose piece of carpet tile, I fell like the clappers. I fell onto my knees and absolutely butchered my knees. I
was going to say, because it's foam, you should have been okay.
Well, no, because my knees, this is here, and my knee is here. My physical knee is there. I wish that was there. It would have cushioned it. So I'm going to get some knee pads, possibly, just in case I do fall again. But it was a loose piece of floor tile.
It looks heavy.
Hold it. There you go. Oof. It's a bit hefty, isn't it? And when it's actually on your leg, you can feel them as well. So you're doing some reps now.
Oh.
I'm going to turn this into a gym session now, you watch. And then obviously on this side, you got to have Iron Warrior stripes. So, because I'm an Iron Warrior, I put some Iron Warrior stripes on there. I'm going to put another Chaos Star there. gonna have a Chaos Star there.
Does Miles have anything to say about the
yeah,
the
I've been told the cameraman doesn't like the fact that I'm Iron Warriors. So these are arms with like mini pauldrons on them because they go on first before these shoulders go on. Well, with me they do anyway, like that. So it looks like I've been at the gym.
So how did these fasten on to these?
Now then, I'll show you. So the way it goes is trousers go on first. I've got a piece of bungee cord that goes around here to hold them up. I get up onto a chair. This is where one or two people come in to help me out. They strap me into the legs. Once the legs are on, you can put this over me. And here are chair mounting points. Now the reason they're chair mounting points...
This is a lot like how I get dressed in the morning as well.
I was going to say you don't feel as bad for people helping you to dress in the morning now too.
Is a chair wheel. So the chair wheel provides that axis and that axis because it's a chair wheel. See? So that then clips onto these, and then the arms go up and inside, and these little bits hold onto there. But people ask me, how does that stay on? Like, how do your arms stay on with nothing actually holding them up? What it is I wear a pair of gloves, just a pair of paintballing gloves. I've dry brushed silver, and they're so big they can't go through the hole.
Right.
So it just holds them up, and that's it. They stay on the whole time. I have had several comments like, "You got like tiny baby Trump arms. You got like tiny Trump arms because the Space Marine's so big and the tiny arms." But I have got something for my left arm coming soon that I will be sorting out at some point. But that'll be released on my Iron Warrior cosplay page once I get that sorted. But do you want to try an arm on each?
Always.
You just push through, put your arm through. There you go. Because of the cardigan. There you go. The cardigan's bunched up a bit. There you go. Fine. But yeah, it's got fully articulated. It's fully articulated with a nut and bolt and a ball bearing. So you can actually lift, raise and lower them. And the silver matting in there is the stuff you put behind your radiators in your house.
Oh.
So it's got silver
on socks.
I was going to say,
socks, yeah.
extra sock bender. You do some rap.
The odd socks. Yeah, you should. I should make a video at some point of me doing some rap. It's just like Iron Warrior. Yeah, just doing some of that. That'd be cool. But yeah, that's my Space Marine setup with the legs and everything. And the legs actually, they've got springs inside them, and they actually move forward. And because of the way the plates are cut for the feet, it actually does a toe action.
I was going to ask about that. Really I thought that may be tricky.
It can be actually. I'll tell you what. If I move these back and get one of the feet up, I can actually show you. So there's that there. So when I lean forward, it's actually got a set of springs inside on the leg that actually do that. But when you go to a stage, that's where they tell you, oh, you can't go up on stage. The reason you can't is because if you went over and stepped on the toe to try to get up, it's just foam and plywood.
Yeah.
That's it. So you put all your weight on foam and plywood, it's just going to split, break, and you'll just fall. Well,
you're probably higher than the stage with these stilts anyway.
Probably. You just stand there, and you're not exactly inconspicuous when you're in a Space Marine. I can tell you that much. But when I fell in Bristol, I was so happy. I had the biggest grin on my. People were like, "Why are you so happy that you've fallen?" It's like, because I haven't fallen, but now I have. It doesn't hurt that much. It's not as scary as you think. And when you fall, get back up. I had to get people to unstrap me, of course. But the way to do it is literally, it was gloves off, arms off, chest off, the helmet was off already. And then I was just like, bungee cord down, lift the trousers a bit, get them to undo the two Velcro straps there, and Bob's your uncle. I was out of the stilts. Done. So it wasn't too much of a bother. I really don't mind if people know that, because you have to tell people if you've fallen. First thing I asked David Ross, like, have you fallen? He said yes. Someone tripped him up and he fell. Dave Damon, loose carpet tile again. Fell. He's a Grey Knight.
Well, thank you, Dyfrig, for showing us all of your cool gear.
You'll be able to find all of the links that Dyfrig has mentioned in the description. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And remember that
like us as well.
Yeah, like and subscribe the page. And remember that the Swansea Comic and Gaming Con will be coming back on the 27th of May 2017. Now we're going to go and disappear into the cold